Hello, good morning. Yes, this is again the outfit that we are wearing. And my face is covered in chemo rash, but I think this camera puts an auto filter when it records, so don't mind that. Don't hate that feature, and also don't know how to change it. Fun thing about these glasses is you can take them off to make a point. Big day today. It is the day before Thanksgiving. So Elliot and I obviously thought this would be the best time for us to go to Costco for the first time. I bought us a Costco card back in August when I was starting chemo, thinking maybe buying in bulk during this chemo process will be the key to success. And we never went. Have a membership card sitting in my email that has not been completely activated, and so we decided, why not go the day before Thanksgiving? I don't know if that means that we're adventurous or if we're masochists. I don't know. We're gonna find out. I don't know that I've also ever been to a Costco as an adult. We used to go to Sam's Club a lot growing up, and that always felt like, ooh, hot dogs. That's all I remember, hot dogs. I don't even know exactly why we're because we have all of our ingredients to make a bunch of shit for ourselves for Thanksgiving, but it's all sides. We haven't committed to a protein yet because neither of us feel very confident in that realm. So we were gonna go to Costco thinking that that place would have a solution. That's some kind of math. Works for us, so we're gonna try. And now Elliot's almost ready to go to Costco, and I gotta clean myself up. I gotta look presentable. This is a club, after all. Wow, 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 wow. What a confusing mix of items.
Oh, okay, so for sure you need.
What you got? Oh, let's add shrimp. We're back from Costco. That was insane, but successful. There was a lot of panic shopping. I was overstimulated visually in just about every direction, 360 degrees. These claws were just grabbing things. We got half a ham, and we got a tiramisu that's like the size of a baseball bat. Did I mention, yeah, we're just doing Thanksgiving by ourselves, so we are doing it up. And I have a Costco card now. I feel like that has really graduated me into a class of adult that I was just looking at from way down below before. Also, that store makes me feel like a little tiny person. Everything's so big. A store full of supermarket sweep bonus prizes. Speaking of cute things, look at this. How freaking cute is this little ornament pillow that I got from Target? Tell me you're gonna look at that and not feel a little squeak of joy, a little tinge of joy. Secondly, I've gotten into tea. I'm a tea girl now. I'm into tea now, okay? One of the craziest things that's happened as a byproduct of having breast cancer, I haven't been drinking coffee, which in hindsight is pretty crazy. I drank before this like easily 3 cups of coffee every morning, and then I stopped drinking it. So not only was I doing chemo recovery rounds, I was also going through coffee withdrawal, which is not like a little thing, especially for someone that was really jolting themselves full of caffeine, which maybe caused the breast cancer in the first place. Who knows? I don't, there's many things that I have put in my body and done with my body that could have caused this breast cancer. So I'll just never know, but I'll know that it's probably something I did. And now I'm getting into teas and seasonal teas. Oh God, this is a spiced apple cinnamon tea, and damn, I am really becoming the PG version of myself. I thought maybe my personality was like a PG-13 light, and now I'm just fucking PG. There was something else that I turned this camera on to say. Oh, right. I officially have a surgery scheduled for mid-December. That's the next month. Never updated you after the calcium deposit biopsy. Calcium deposits, the sample they had came back like basically benign, but also atypical. So my surgical doctor is still a little concerned about them, and I am opting for a lumpectomy surgery, and with that my surgical doctor will be going in to get a surgical sample of these calcium deposits, so a bigger sample than they could get with the biopsy, so we can know for sure if they show any signs of risk or not. So I'll be in recovery basically over the holidays, which I'm so fine with because it just means that I'm moving along this path. And then I think after surgery, I'll go into radiation. All of those details are getting worked out right now. So that's the update. But before that, Thanksgiving. Happy Thanksgiving. It has begun. It's happening. It's happening. We're cooking. Your weird aunt and your professor uncle are cooking. Have stuffing started with sausage happening and sweet potato something is in there. It's exciting.
Casserole,
Oh,
sweet potato casserole.
sweet potato casserole. Eggs, deviled eggs are gonna go in there. It's as exciting as it is chaotic. Ah, we're gonna eat until we explode. Okay, the deviled eggs have suffered chaos. He's air frying some chicken. Dogs are being dogs over there. This other show dog is being quite a show dog. All kinds of stuff in the oven right now. And oh my god, and that's ham. That's stuffing. And I cut my finger almost immediately. Well, we did it. We made quite a feast.
Look at this, my goodness.
Your kingdom awaits, and it's all edible.
So a lot to do. Busy.
We have put a fucking dent into this tiramisu log. Oh, hello. That's the Eagles game. This is Grace. Sunday night, I was journaling, watching the Eagles. We just got back a couple hours ago from going to see Napoleon. A lot of masculine energy today on this full moon, which is an expression of the feminine. We've just been doing some light journaling about that kind of shit. She's there. There's another football game on that TV. I don't know who put that on. I'm not watching that right now. Maybe Goose's. Clearly. That's the update. Sunday fun day. Journaling about my feelings and watching Go Birds. Good morning. 5:37 a.m. It is the morning of my final round of chemo. Obviously I couldn't sleep. Elliot's still sleeping, so that's why we're whispering, because we're respectful. And I thought I'd make myself breakfast because I just got... Someone told me about all the flavors of Kodiak brand of pancake mix, and so I bought them. We got birthday cake, blueberry, and pumpkin. I think I'm gonna make some birthday cake pancakes this morning because today is a celebration. That's awesome. That's a nice way to start the day. I haven't vlogged a lot the last couple days because I've just been feeling like weirdly down. I think I'm gonna try to explain it later today if I have energy. And I've talked to Elliot and my therapist and my friends and my family and on the podcast a little bit about this, but I haven't talked specifically here. That this is like the most exciting last week, final week of chemo. Like once I walk out of that building, I don't go back. Well, I go back for infusions tomorrow, but then after I walk out that day, I don't really go back for anything that I know of. But I also haven't known a lot through this process, so who knows. Metaphorically, I don't go back. That's so exciting. I'm so proud and relieved. All the good feelings, but also this week I just felt like nervous, down, displaced, and a little dissociated. It's strange. Was expecting, I guess, to feel more energized and excited, but definitely like, oh, there's like a melancholy that's been lingering. I don't know if it's depression or if it's just kind of the overwhelm of moving from one phase of this treatment process that was familiar or had become familiar. I know how to do all of it now. I understand like the rhythms of my body in the recovery period, and now that'll be done and we move to another phase of surgery that is unfamiliar. So that change is like, I think made me feel a little stressed. Also like that this part is gonna be over, that we've gotten so familiar with it, that it's like a graduation. What better way to celebrate than with some birthday pancakes? Let's do it. The mix has sprinkles in it. That's so cute. There you go. They are, I would not use beautiful as an adjective to describe them. Yeah, they are beautiful actually. They're beautiful. And I make myself matcha lattes now because I'm a big cool girl. And then I like to pull a card from the Wild Unknown Archetypes deck on the mornings that I do my chemo treatments. I haven't been having time to do it for the last one or two. Just fun for me. What a strange day. That's what the energy is. This whole thing is weird, and not in like a bad derogatory way. Just weird. So strange. So strange. But look at that Christmas tree. This is today's fit. Another appropriate and adorable t-shirt. Killer shoes. Round 6. Ice packs first. Go time. Here with our girls. Okay, infusions are officially done, and we're just waiting for the cold cap to cool down. Yeah, very exciting business. We're getting out of here because I'm finished. We're home. We've finished chemo round 6, which finishes chemo. I have so many feelings about today that I don't even know what I'm feeling. I am tired, but wow, incredible. Got in the car after and just cried for a while. So I'm emotionally drained, I'm physically drained, and wow, I'm gonna continue to process this. It's just really unbelievable. The whole thing is weird and unbelievable, but I'm very grateful for the support system I have, for you guys following along and being so supportive. Just so many amazing messages. I don't know if one person is meant to process that much like parasocial support. It's incredible. Thank you. And just like my family and my friends being so loving and so sweet. And Elliot, especially Elliot. My God. Glad I married that dude. I'm gonna rest. Wow. Incredible. I don't really know what to say about it. Classically, one last time. We're in hydration. Yeah. It's a thrill. It's just a damn thrill. It's the last one. Ugh. So many memes. I am home from hydration. The official cycle of everything I need to get in my body for round 6 that happens outside of my house is done. Sorry if you hear my laundry going. I am washing my bed sheets because I am doing my pre-hibernation recovery nest rituals, cleaning my bed sheets, vacuuming the floors, what people call general house tidying. Elliot just texted me that the sky is beautiful right now, and it is. I can feel the fatigue kind of starting to come on now, so I wanted to record this before I got too tired. Look how the festivities have spread like good bacteria. Going into this week, I had a lot more melancholy than I expected. I don't know what I expected. This whole thing is very surreal. Sometimes you feel so clear about your feelings, and sometimes you just feel like you're in this emotional limbo and it's just hard to make sense of what you're feeling, and maybe you're not supposed to make sense of what you're feeling. Maybe you're just supposed to be. But I was feeling more down than I was feeling excited. I started to do some journaling, and I started to just make a list of reflection of things that I've learned or things that I have realized are important. I thought maybe I would share them with you. It's been quite a vulnerable and intimate journey thus far. These are cliche and these are a bit corny, and you have definitely heard all of these in some way, shape, or form before, but I do think that there's value in sharing it, because sometimes you hear something you've heard before, but the moment you're hearing it, you're just more open to receive it, and it hits you differently. It's like continuing to throw a ball at someone that's not looking and it bounces off their head, and then one time they turn their body and they catch it and they throw it back to you. And now you're playing catch with a stranger. Kind of like that. First thing, reaching out to someone is so important. If you have a passing thought about sending a message in any shape or form, from like extremely formal to just a emoji to someone, do it. I can't tell you how amazing it was to receive throughout this process just so many different types of communication from so many different people in my life, from so many different chapters of my life. And I'm a very private person and I keep to myself. I get a little scared about reaching out to people sometimes, and so to receive someone thinking about me was like so meaningful in a process that is at times extremely isolating. As human beings, we all have this desire to be understood and to be seen, whether we're conscious of it or not. And there's a lot of wanting to hide in this process, but to feel like people were reaching out because they cared was just so amazing. I don't do that as much as, you know, I think I would like to. So these are a lot of like notes to self. Feeling all of your feelings is so important. You know, I used to make Dress to Repress merch, and I've gone through the last few years a huge sort of growth process of really attempting to understand my feelings. I get very overwhelmed, and so I'll just stuff it down. You can't live like that. You can't live like that. It comes out in other ways. To deny your feelings is to deny your reality, and then that denial just infects you in a negative way. If it's not direct, it's indirect. Turns out crying is really good to do. I let it out and it's just nice. I've talked about this before. It's like an emotional burp and it feels so nice to pass that gas. Advocating for yourself is so huge. Very privileged to have very little experience in the medical world. I've been generally pretty healthy-ish. I've also been extremely healthy to have incredible medical professionals working with me, but I have learned the importance of advocating for yourself in these very serious experiences. Like, I wouldn't have probably gotten my breast cancer diagnosis if I didn't ask my gynecologist about this weird mass lump thing. And it took me a lot to get those words from my brain out of my mouth to her. And I kept thinking that I was overreacting. My default is that I'm the problem. Hi. I'm the problem. It's me. But I'm not. I'm not. The tumor was the problem. Don't be afraid to advocate for yourself or bring someone with you that will advocate for you. Do I really need to do that? Or what is this? And also, can you explain this to me like I'm 8 years old? That's advocating for yourself, because a lot of times I just say and I forget to follow up that I don't actually know what the this doctor is saying to me. Pushing through what I think makes me look dumb to get clarity on things that are really important for me to be alive. The sun is setting, so this will get darker. Only light-wise, hopefully. I've had a lot of thoughts about how I feel about being diagnosed at like a young age. I don't know why younger people have gotten diagnoses. I haven't had a lot of anger through this process. I think on some level I was so ready for my life to be shooken up because I had felt so stuck and stagnant and had started making some progress of understanding my feelings, but still felt very trapped in like my own loops of thoughts. And there is a weird blessing about this experience and all of its own weirdness, in that I do feel like the universe took me by the shoulders and shook me and was like, you want a wake-up call? Here you go. Look down and to the left and feel around. As important as it is to not deny the reality of your situation, it is important to try to find maybe what gifts are hidden among all the shit. Asking for help is so major. Wow. I guess I knew that, but I hate asking for help. I'll do the group project reluctantly, but I will do it. At a young age, I just like learned to take care of myself, and then I just like did that. And that became like my survival mechanism, or a way that like was successful for me at certain points in my life. So I just inherently grew this belief system that I can take care of myself in all areas of life in some way, maybe not to the best of an ability, but I can take care of myself. And turns out I can't cure breast cancer. It turns out too that like people want to help. Asking is so important. It's so important. In a way, you could reframe thinking about that it's actually like a sign of strength to ask for help, because you care about yourself that much and you know your own limits. Self-care would be asking someone else for care for yourself. A lot of frameworks are shifting for me right now. I hope no inspectors are coming by, because the foundation of this house is a little rocky right now. Don't forget to nurture your relationships. You're like a living organism that evolves and shifts as the work and effort gets put into it from both sides. This is just really illuminated for me that I want to be more involved in the relationships I have with family and friends and my husband and my dog and my creative work and you guys. I don't want to just hide. The only way those things continue to grow is by watering them. Same for a fatigue body. I told you these were cliches. I told you, you've heard these all before. Your body does so much and it's so complex and also amazing. Nurture it and give it credit. Don't beat it up. You're working together. I have a long history of beating up my body because I was privileged enough that it could take it. Eating disorders to binge drinking to like lack of consistent care. It was interesting to notice that like when I started to feel really bad in my recovery periods, I'd have this like immediate thought that like my body was failing and I'd get upset with it. And then someone would say, whether in a comment or Elliot or a family member on the phone or something, that like, how amazing is your body for doing what it's doing. It is putting up such a fight in this big ass battle. And it would again shift my framework of being like, why am I getting upset at myself right now? The reality is my body is doing more than I could have asked it to do. I need to befriend my body in this situation. I've had a long history of not being friends with my body. You've been doing a really great job, and I have been not doing a great job of letting you know that. So I just want you to know that. Even you, left tit, okay? It'll still be a process after all of this to learn how to trust my body again, because obviously this throws you totally out of whack. Eager to facilitate that process of like working with my body and not against it. Damn, 38. Look at you having a cliche midlife crisis. It's okay to not know what you're doing. When I got diagnosed, I thought, I don't really want this because I don't know how to do this. And that's okay. You figure it out as you go. Trust your own capacity to be able to figure things out as you go. Last one. You just never know what anyone is going through. It blew my mind through this process that I would just like go to Target to run errands, thinking to myself, everyone in the store is just watching me buy some makeup wipes and some melatonin, but they have no idea that I'm in the middle of fighting breast cancer. And if I have this invisible medical baggage that I'm walking around the world with, what could everyone else in this store possibly have? Kindness and compassion for other people go a long way. And I think it's important to remember that we just do not know what everyone is going through. Again, to circle back, why it's important to reach out to people if you get that urge. Okay, that's my little list. A bit of a long list. Pretty cliche, but have been more meaningful and important to me through this process. Maybe one or a few of them connect with you. I'm gonna let myself fall into my fatigue and recovery. I can't believe round 6 is over. Not over. I can't believe round 6 has been administered, and now here we go. Hopefully I'll get this up before I fall too far into my cocoon, but thank you. And again, ending these is more difficult than it has been because I just want to keep talking to you guys. No, I gotta go. I'm tired. I need to smoke marijuana and eat some bland food. Oh my god, TGIT. I'll see you next time I pick up this camera. I don't know.